I don't feel like doing a playlist, so I'm just gonna be repeating the same song.
It's forever.
mean, this person didn't respond early on until we pinged him to fill out the win to me, but it's just like, I don't know. We scheduled this 5 days ago. It's like, you got plenty of heads up, man. The only excuse is if they're without power right now because of snowstorm stuff, but it's just like, I don't know. Even then, I feel like they could have gone onto their phone. If they don't have Discord on their phone, that's already like a red flag. And they could have just typed at any point like, hey, I'm without power, can reschedule. We'll wait and we'll make sure the bot isn't getting muted from the song. It's not. Cool. How's this person doing the standings right now? It's not showing up. They're already at -50, so then again, so is the person who's here. Surprising, both these people are -50 that I'm playing with. Third person is... Where is she? What's her name again? Kayla. I thought that was what her name was, but yeah, it shows 0 games played. Odd. Is anyone else with 0 games played? Ooh, there are. Only 2 people. She no-showed to her first 4 games then. Or at least to her first 2 games, because there's 2 other people with only 2 games. Wow, okay. So I have 2 -50s and a person who no-showed for their first 2 games. Discord servers are in. There are no other Mahjong servers that I'm aware of. Okay, everyone's responding. Okay, Edwin's reaching out, I assume. I'm surprised this is my first no-show. Email site. Cool. I'll email Berlin. I'm gonna DM them, and if they still don't answer, then I'll get a sub, I guess. They came online. They're typing. Okay. Okay, so Dora. There's no draw, so I can just drop the north. It's east, 8 pin. Just take the east. 8 pin's probably gonna come out next anyway, but I'm fine hedging it. Especially with all these 9 pins out. Sure. Can't Tanya this. That's a good draw. Don't have a pair, so we're hoping to draw 6 so and then cut 1 3 mon. So I'm gonna cut 6p. Basically just hedging if we draw 2 mon first or 6 so first, or upgrade either of these shapes. Toyman's already looking pretty advanced. Should see Ricci within a few turns. It's just a better shape. Sure. Five mon, 5p. 6p backfire. I could hedge this 4 or 3 mon more. Oh, I wasn't expecting them to make 10 pie with those discards. But it's fine, we can south. Decide later if we want to chase. 7 so discard is insane in D-pots. What the hell? Right next to Dora with no information. Three mon would be 1 chance. But I think I'm not willing to fight this hand. It looks really nice, but no, I'm just not willing to fight this. It was 4 mon. I lost 5, so could have dealt it on the 3 if I wasn't careful. Wasn't expensive, but hey. This is a pretty nice hand. Let's hedge the 1 2 3 Sanshoku a little. It's also hedging Shanta more. To cut green and white first. It's very unlikely to beat Shanta, but hey, it's a possibility. Sanshoku is more what I care about hedging here. I think here is where I'm done with it though. Just Ishan 10's very wide, have a good chance of a grade A Rionman. Granted, it's next to Dora.
Home.
Wow. They're very likely to be Tenpai, 2-4 pin cut, 2 calls. The expected value's pretty low though. 2 Han. I'd have to have another Dora for me to care.
Riichi.
Riichi Pinfu Dora. It's not the best way. It's around Dora and we already see 2 tiles out of it, but it's a grade A Rionman regardless. And I have no info for people to play off of. That's... yeah, okay. If you're gonna throw a random terminal, don't put it next to the Dora. This looks like a very obvious Honi. We'll at least hedge it. We have 4 shapes already in the Honi. You can Tonki north. Yeah. Absolutely, we take this. This is so fucking gross of a hand, Jesus. Like, it's gonna be like a turn 3 Tonki on north or something crazy. Now we can even take the Nobuten here. It's a super extended weight, actually. Because not only is it 2-5, but it is also 3-6. 2-5, 3-6 weight. That's unfortunate. Does this change anything? 2, 3, 4, 5.
G.
Doesn't change much, but it's a slightly wider Shanten, which I'll take. 3-6 versus 6-9.
G.
I think 3-6s or 6-9 is more likely to come out, or 9 especially. No one should cut it now, though. That's kind of the problem. Damn, picked the wrong one. Six tile weight around Dora. Just have to hope someone can't make Tenpai safely. I guess the Chi on the Forso really did nothing, huh? Yeah, because we're cutting the 1-so anyway at the end. I guess this just gave us the widest Shanten of potentially drawing a 4-5 or 7-8-so. So it's not the worst, but it definitely doesn't do a whole lot. That would be for 10, so no. As much as I would love, it doesn't actually improve my score at all, because I'm already Mongon right now. Yeah, doesn't actually improve my score at all. It did hover, so the person to my right has a shape around Dora, or someone has 2. Either way, it's very hard for them to push you without dropping a 6 or 9, so if they have a round Dora shape. Chose wrong. I think it is just the better option though.
Gee.
I think 9-so just has a better chance of ever coming out. Cutting the one so here is kind of crazy, but there's a lot around it. It's like Kabe enough, but like the chance of me being a Shabo here is really high. Well, I guess I can't. No, it's Gambu. It's Gambu. I'm talking myself into nothing. It's 100% safe. They already cut the 4 Mon. So this would be for Tenpai only. Wow. Aite. 1 Mon. Wow. That's pretty lucky for them. Here goes me dealer. Could end up making this a fast Tanya hand. We will probably chi the 6 Mon. Don't know if we'll open for anything else. I'd like to hedge this 2-pin for Dora. Toyman looks really advanced. Or playing for Honichini / Orphans. Let's see. It's tempting, but I don't like it at the moment. I think my hand is reasonable enough to hedge staying close unless I'm cheating a tile that's hard to get, like 6 Mon. Toyman still Sumogiri. Early Ricci. Not willing to chase, unfortunately. I think I'm just out. I'd be Pinfu Tanyao at best. I don't have any reason to fight here. Trust 7p or 7 Mon more. Probably 7 Mon. Get 5 so. Go. Wow. They chased on Chitoy. I guess it is Dora too. They could have just said Dama. Yeah, because they have to sumo or get pots for it to matter. Oh well. Could hedge the Itsu here. Sure. It's probably not going to happen. I do have another pair. I can take that. Can't pawn 9, so don't have any shapes unless we exactly Nobuten this. Which is probably not happening. Shapes are done now, so it just comes down to whether we get 2p or 3 Mon first. Because they were Ricci, Chitoy, Dora 2. They didn't flip any Ura. It was just the E-Pots. They got on the Hane. I guess Ura 2 of any type was also going to be... No, because Ura 2 even without the Ricci. Yeah, so it's only for E-Pots or Sumo. And even then they can still Sumo. It was very odd for them to chase there. Well, the Ricci, I mean, I think the chase itself is fine, but calling the Ricci, I think, is... I guess it's just like, if I'm not folding anyway, just slam. I think the win rate might be better by not calling it. One 3 Mon, no 2p. Well, now we gotta pick. This is less likely to upgrade, but we have 1 3 Mon out, so I think I have to take this. It's a little unfortunate. But it means we can split this up into 2 shapes now and cut the 1 3p maybe. Everyone looks very advanced. Should see Ricci here very soon. That's interesting. How many 9-sos are left? I don't like this Shabo, but I think it doesn't look bad in the wall. I have lots of options here.
Boom.
P looks pretty decent to come out. So 2 5s, 2 6s, and a 7 already dropped. Yeah.
Boom.
It's not expensive, but progresses the hands. Are we wanting to call here? I think our shapes are reasonable enough that we can cheat pawn. Finish this fast. Sure. Don't accept Dora. Interesting. Very fast. 1p cut 5p. Okay, that's what I was about to say. If it's not Yakuhai, it's insane. It shouldn't be Chinihoni. So it's 2 Han if no Dora. 6 6 8. It is an argument to double cut white, but I want to be able to fight here. So I think I'm gonna play the whitest shapes like this. Should I want to fight is the question. Maybe not. Because if I open and then have to be forced to deal in, I'm just praying they don't have Dora. Kami is very highly chance being Tenpai. I wouldn't put it past Shimo to be Tenpai. So I guess I'm out. I don't have a reason to fight for the hand anyway. And if Taylor has like any Dora, or if they're like this, where they have like Sanshoku Doko or fucking Honoroto potential or Chanta or any shit like that, yeah. That's the best outcome for me, honestly. Shabo green 2. It's the best outcome for me. North. Pretty good hand. 2 completed shapes. Ryeonmin. We don't have a head unless we split something up. This 5p could easily become our head though. If we draw 9p. There's our head. So we just need to draw 6-mon. Do we take the 6-mon weight? Probably. We're Tanyao, so we could Dama this. We're not 5, 6, 7 Sanshoku. We're hoping for the 8-mon draw for the Sanshoku chance. 1, 2, 2. I think we have to hedge. In case we draw 5, 7-mon. If we pawn this, we're no head without cutting 5p, so it doesn't actually progress us at all. Because chance of us not being Tanyao by having to either cut a 5p or use this as 2 Ryeonmins is bad. There's the 8-mon we wanted. Now we're Ishan 10 for Sanshoku. Does make it harder to open if we want to play for Tanyao. If I opened up on that 7p, probably can't play for Tanyao. Passing that's fine. 2, 3, 5. Cut 5-mon. Could have been a perfect Ishan 10 around a Dora shape. There's a Dora. Second force though also gets called. If I call this, I can only win on the 6-mon. It's 1 out. I think I like my chances of being closed more. 1p looks very unlikely to deal in anyway, so I can always Mawashi in if I think they're in Tenpai. A 7-mon cut now even after that 5-mon, so they cut a 5, 7-mon shape. Definitely should be Tenpai here. Tempting again. Do I care with what's on the table? 3-so looks fine. We see a bunch of 4-sos. And 5-sos.
G.
Don't see much value on the table. It is south round now. We'll hold off on that. AP.
G.
Possibly playing too scared here, but we didn't actually change anything. Our hand's the same.
Long.
Did have Central and Dora. Wow. White, Dora. His hand is not great. To come third here would be a travesty. But as long as we can complete this hand, which it looks pretty reasonable to, I will pawn. If I pawn for 9s is the question. Pawn this. Have one shape here. 2, 3. This would be 4, make 6 our pair. Yeah, we can pawn 9 mon or 6p. Okay, now we don't need to. Interesting. We can always double cut 9 mon then if we want to try to play safer. I don't want to pawn 9 mon because it basically tells people that I'm like Yakuhai or bust. So I think I'm going to be double cutting 9 mon on any useful draws.
Boom.
That's unfortunate. They don't look like anything specific. So I'm just praying that someone doesn't have 2 Dora. I'm gonna Dama this. I think the win rate here is way too good.
Sumo.
Let's go. I'll be honest, I was not paying attention that was South 4. I need to lock in. The game just happened really fast, 0 repeats. They had 1 white, they were going to Tonki on it. Everyone else was Ishan 10. Toyman was... yeah, everyone's Ishan 10. I guess Shimo's not Ishan 10, because if they draw 4p, they're 2 Shan 10. Yeah, that was my bad. I should know that that's, what's it called? I should know that that's South 4. It's just a very fast game. I make that mistake a lot, specifically in Tenho, and I'm not sure why. Or I either think it's South 4 and it's not, or I don't realize it's South 4 and it is. Triple West, Forso Dora. The Tenpai's probably gonna suck here. Okay, it's gotten significantly better just off that one draw. Tonki 1p, Tonki White. Tonki 9p. We can hedge this as Itsu, because if we draw a 2 or 3p, we can cut the 8-9 so if we want. I don't hate that. Kind of do hate it now, though.
Home.
Especially when we're headless like this. 5, 6, 6. Do we care? No, I don't think we care. Because it's just whether or not we keep this perfectly Shanshan shape or that one. I think they're pretty similar, besides this one being cannibalized a little. 1-7 so is already out. Maybe I should keep the 7 mon then and cut the 8-9 so.
Home.
Pawn again. Do we care about this con? Guess we just take the Yishan 10 now then. If we make Tenpai, we con Richi. And if not, we fold. Please, 7 so draw, please. Because 4-7p right now is 7 tiles. Yeah. Kami cut Adora. It's unlikely they're playing more than 2 Han. Could be Chanta-esque. So this could deal in if he was holding onto a 4-mon, but if he got me, whatever. I'm not really scared of his value. It looks like at most 2 Han. That's unfortunate. Yeah, but a 3 different deal in 6 shouldn't either. It wasn't... no, just East. Okay. Got the 3-3-4. Okay. It was almost Shanta. They were hedging it, I guess. West Seat, 9p Dora. I really cut this 2p first. Nah, I'm gonna give up my Yaku High. My hand is not very good. I'd like to keep the acceptance here. Do have options of Sanshoku. That kind of kills it though. Let's cut this then. We can just see. Because right now this is just like leaning towards a fold hand if I don't draw the perfect tiles. Our shapes are done if we want to play for Sanshoku. We're already down in 8p. Cutting 2 so or 6 so seems kind of psychopathic until I draw a useful tile, so... Could chi this. Sanshoku Dora, it's 2 Han. Sure. It'll be very obvious when I chi the second thing, so no one else should deal in, but eh. These, what are these? Seven so looks good to come out from Kami. There's the 8. So now we're Tenpai. And we kept it hidden. This is the best case scenario Tenpai. That no one knows that I'm Tenpai for Sanshoku. So the 7 so can deal in. If I had to call a second time, it was never coming out. If I have to fold, I can fold everyone but Toyman. Toyman's just 9 so. 4 so. It seems very unlikely to deal in here with their cuts. I'd be very surprised if it did. Wow. now 3 Han with that con. 7 so shouldn't get dropped by anybody, so I can fold on 1P and 9S.
Wrong.
Wow, Rion con too, for not even E2 but on E2. Wow, Jesus Christ. That's unlucky. They con, flip up Dora, and then the person's forced to deal on Dora on the E-pots. Unlucky. Let's hedge this as a Honey, because our shapes are done. We are headless, but we have options to make a head. Okay. Don't want to Tonki on East.
Home.
North's already dead. Right now it's a 369 Nobuton, depending on my draw. So a lot of good weights in here. Could force this into Tanya.
Richi.
Just take the Richi Pinfu. It's 1402, it's grade A. 6 tiles. Can't be Itsu, sadly, as much as I would like it to be. Just didn't have a head elsewhere. Cheap in Fudora, 4,000. One so looking better by the second.
Wrong.
They were cutting the 2 safely and then they cut the 1 to follow suit. Does that mean that they had the other 2 so and it was 1 chance? I don't know. That error flip's unfortunate for them. I can cut north, sure. Not a bad, but not a good hand. The shapes are there. Just need to fill. Green Dora. That's a good draw. Can't beat Tanya. Still looking for a head if this ends up becoming our final shape. But we could cut 5 so and Sudi trap the 8 so Tonki. Or they're both Suji trapped anyway, because I already cut the 2, so we'll take the better. Eight 9 Mon to Dashi. There's our head. Don't want to end up on the 7 Mon weight, but we may not have much choice here. We're keeping the 6P for that reason though. If we draw anything around these shapes, we can just cut 8 9 Mon. And then we keep our Shanten the same. 8 9 8 9 Tadashi. Interesting. Oh, the 9 Mon was Tadashi. I didn't see if the second 8 Mon was. It may have just been a backfire that they were cutting after the second 8 Mon. But that means that they cut an 8. They cut the 8 first, then they drew the second 8. I'm not sure. It's a weird set of circumstances. This is actually a worse weight, and it's not Suju trapped. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm fucking stupid. I'm looking at it in this shape. I should have dropped 8-9 mon there. That was bad. We don't see Dora, so we're probably just out of this hand. That was really bad of me, though. I was looking at it connected to this and not these. Because I even called out earlier if I drew anything in these shapes, I'm cutting 8-9 mon. I just didn't do that. Someone would definitely sit Dama here with 3 greens. Besides last place. And even then, the 16,000 point swing from last place is still really strong to Dama.
Home. Each.
There's the Ricci. 9 so. I think we're just out. I called Ricci on Dora. It didn't get called. Could have been trimming it down to a pair. That makes the most sense for it to not get called, as they trimmed it down to a pair for the Tempai.
Sumo.
Yeah, that's almost exactly what happened. They trimmed it down to their pair for Tempai. I did fuck that hand up though. I wouldn't have made the Tempai anyway, but still. That was bad. So Dora. There's 2 P's. Gonna go before the green. Just kidding. Is it really 5P? This accepts Dora, and this is nothing next to it. They're not Sanshoku, just looks like Tanya. Cheat 4-5, so it's unlikely that they have another Dora. Three P's not Tempai. I think we're cutting out of this shape then, which means we can just cut this first. 2P's probably more acceptance, because then we can hedge either of these being the pair. I think I'm pretty locked in on this. Unless I draw exactly 3P, 1-2P's getting cut. East this late. Kami cutting east this late. It's interesting.
Home.
They're holding on to east, which means this could be Honi. Honi Manzu overflow. It's definitely possible. Toyman still could be Sanshoku, but it's really unlikely to have exactly the last 4, 5, 6 and not securing it. And they'd be in for 10 now if they did that, so that's not it. South. I don't like South. I think this person to my right's Honi Tempai. I didn't see if the 1P was Tadashi or Sumagiri, but I'm assuming it was Sumagiri. Can we cut this? It's 1 chance. Don't like South. I don't like anything else besides 8P. Yeah, I trust it. Do we take this slam ever on South discard? South looks really bad. I really don't like South. Both 3 and 6 mon look bad, so I think we're just out of the hand now. 7P doesn't look terrible to cut, but I think if I'm just out, I just have to full get out, because I don't want to cut the South. Yeah, I think I'm just out.
Sumo.
It's 3-6 mon. No is fantastic. Although maybe it's not. Maybe I would have liked them to flip an Ura just to hit Oya this guy for some more. Okay, South 2, East is Dora, North is dead already. West is dead. Don't have any Sanshoku chance, very unlikely, so we can just drop the 9-mon now, hedge these Yakuhai. 7P already gone, so this might be our head. I'd rather that be our head than split this up. Second 8 though. Should never be Chitoi without extremely like back-to-back lucky draws. 2 7Ps out now. I think we still hedge this though. 1 so is just useless. There's a small chance of it being Sanshoku, but I think we're too advanced at this point for it to be Sanshoku. Too many shapes. I'd have to like cut 9P 9P for like Sanshoku chance. I don't think I'm willing to do that right now. Don't draw exactly 7 so or 8 9P. These are going to go very soon. I guess Chitoi hedge. Why not? 7 so as well. So 2 7Ps, an 8P, and a 7 so out. Okay, so now we're just Chitoi ish on 10. And if that's the case, we just play for most acceptance. Because there's nothing Suji trapped currently. We can't easily Suji trap anything. Green is twice out, as much as I would like to take the Zuzzy tile. Mon does not look particularly any better. Let's keep hedging this as a normal hand then. Because there's no 6 So's, no 3Ps, no 3 Mons. Yeah. 5 Mon, can't Suji trap anything. We see 1 Dora out. One P is basically dead.
Each.
There goes the Ricci. They were the one that cut east, so it's unlikely they have more value. It's maybe 2 to 3 Han at best. There goes the second east as well. But do I want to push here is the question. Deal into the Reipatsu Suji trap. Nah. Could be Ryoncon 246. I'm not willing to drop the 3 here.
Chi.
Okay, we drew back in. We dodged E-Pots. I'll toss the 3. I think dodging E-Pots is enough for me to consider pushing this. The 7 Mon is for a 10, and it's uncuttable, so I'm probably going to have to fold on 9P 9P. But it at least leaves the option open. They're shoving 9 so. There's one chance. And they have to play a little bit more risky in their point position.
Sumo.
Was 147 so. Can still play for first. If not, I'm happy with the second here. South 3, 9 so's Dora. Pretty decent hand, lots of acceptance. Can't Tanya without a 6P Chi, so we won't click the no call button just yet. Because I will happily Chi a 6P here. We are still kind of far away if we Chi the 6P, but I don't hate it. With that 7 so, we're probably not. Chance of us ending on a 9 so wait now and not being able to use it is a lot higher. Okay, we're probably not opening at this point. This looks pretty reasonable to stay closed now. Currently the head is Nobuten. Yeah, currently the head's Nobuten. Unless we draw exactly 4 Mon and then we can choose to cut the 7. No calls. Okay, so we have our head there. We can cut 3 Mon or 4P. Just drawing the 4 Mon help us. It's not a bad draw. A second 7 mon. I'm fine cutting the 3. We could have cut the 6. Can even cut the 5. Probably should cut the 4 then. 4 is probably better. So we draw 4 mon now. I guess it's just an extended Chabo though. I think 4P was better though. Or maybe we should just throw back the 7 mon. Throwing back the 7 mon might just be right as well. Toyman and Kami looking fairly advanced. Shimo somewhat.
1
Yeah. 8 mon. Not much to play off of here. 4P looks terrible. I think we're gonna start here. It's most likely to get back into Tenpai. Or to get into Tenpai at all, I should say. That's tough. I think we're out then. I can't risk dealing in here this late. We'll have to trust the 7, so... Or the 5 mon. I trust the 7, so a little bit more. So still nothing better, right? Yeah.
7
As much as I would like to play this for Tenpai, I just can't. 5 so is not Suji. It's kind of implied on the one chance, but we're just not worth. We're gonna risk dealing in here. 9P. And then what? We have 5 mon. I think that's it at the moment. So Toyman's hard fucking pushing. I mean, it's unlikely to deal in. It's like implied Naka, but still. It's like, why are we pushing this aggressive? Why is this even hovering? That's a fake flag. Did they Tadashi here? I should have cut 7 so in case they did. They did not.
相撲
9 mon 2 so. So 2 so wasn't implied safe. But it wasn't worth a lot. This hand is terrible, huh? It's hard to shift into Tanya. We have the Peko Dama option now. West is not useful to me anyway. That's a nice draw. Could make that my head now. 8 mon Tadashi, 1 mon Tadashi. 4 mon Tadashi. 2P Tadashi. Don't think we can open with this shape right now.
1
Perfect draw, thank you. Still can't open. That's a really good draw. Actually, I should just cut the 1P, right? No, because we can hedge both sides of this being our pair. We can wait on a 3-6 or a 4-7. Unfortunate. If I kept that, I could have dropped the 4-6. Been Ishan 10. I mean, we're still Ishan 10 now, so it's fine. We can dom on 5P if we want to. Take the Peko Door too. How good does 5P look? We see 3 4Ps, 2 6s. Doesn't look bad to come out. Just doesn't look great because of being so close to Dora.
相撲
I sumoed 2-5 Mon, Tanyo Dora. It's not great, but they're not building that much back. Green is Dora. It's hard to open for Tanya here. 9p was a little better, 1-so was probably a little better as well. Holy chi 20.
Home.
Red pawn. Spawn a good person for us to, if they play for 1 Han here. It's another red. Could hold on to the red there, because 1-so is unlikely to be useful anyway. Yeah, literally nothing is helped by drawing this 1-so unless I draw a 5-so and then something else. Okay, that's bad. I think we're just out, lads. I can't risk dealing into that. I would rather secure second by just folding, then deal into that and come potentially third or fourth. I don't have a lot to fold with is the problem. Can 1p, 1p. Is that it? I think so. I have 4 Mon now. Sumogiri. I need to pay attention really closely on what's Sumogiri and what's Tadashi here. Sumogiri. 2 4 Mon, both Sumogiri. Sumogiri the 9 Mon as well. I forget if the 8 Mon was or not, but wasn't far off. That's good news for us. They're Honi, Tenpai, 4-so is guaranteed safe. Could progress this guy's hand. Does not. Do we trust 5 Mon? We can trust 2p now. Trust 9p. I'll take the 9p first. Wow, I'm surprised I didn't get called. We're on 3p's kind of a crazy push. I'll be happy to join you, brother. Sumogiri still. So 3p's still safe. Sumogiri, so 8p, 2p still safe. They Tadashi to 2p, wow. Toyman is not Honi. That's very surprising. Nine Mon. Still Sumogiri. West is twice out. No 1p safe guaranteed. I can't believe dealer makes Tenpai here. They were shoving like a madman. It's unfortunate. I don't even know why Toyman was like pushing so aggressively into Dora 3. Like if this person wins the hand, it doesn't really change much for them anyway. So I don't know why they're risking dealing in. So Dora. So 8 Mon the cut. 2 so's looks a little better. Because we can play this as in middleweight 4 Mon shape if we draw the 7. Unfortunate. This 9 so hedge isn't great either because I can always just upshift this shape if I draw Dora, but cut 6 mon 3s, and then cut white later. Could be Honey. That's good. I think we can pull out of 8p or 8 mon. I think 8 mon's very unlikely to do anything for us. Even if we draw the 7, we can make this work over here. And wait on a 3-6 wait. 2p. We can still cut this 9 mon and play, or 9 so and play for Tanya, which might be the play. We're getting pretty late, yeah. I think my hand just sucks. I don't think I'm willing to trust Suji. So's too close to the door to trust Sotogawa, and it's not that far from the Ricci tile anyway. Do I have to trust Tuso? No, we can trust 5 so first. This hand looks so good if I can cut 2-4p. Well, it's cheap. It's probably the best case scenario that they dealt in. I would have liked for it to be a little bit more expensive though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. What's north? I am playing a little bit Pusa for sure. But I think I prefer it on a lot of these hands that I'd be pushing for nothing. Needs 2 chance, just need 1, 6, 7. 8 Mondora, you have 1. Hand is shaping up quite nicely. We're gonna have to get this Dora though. We are overblocked, so we could cut an 8-9 pin first if we want to. Don't hate that.
Home.
We're gonna play for 1 Han. Secure second. Could be Honi from the way that their cuts are. Third, regardless if I deal into a Mongon though, so. It has to be Kami. If it's not Kami here, I don't know why they're not calling. Yeah, there they go, they cut green right after. I think I have to cut Dora now. I think it's too inefficient to not cut it. I think we just have to. Okay, they want to play for first. Interesting. I have a shape around 7p, even though they cut 1. That shouldn't be their final shape, so the final shape is probably in lower Sozu. Mid to lower Sozu. Could be Monzu. Middle Monzu maybe. Like, it can't be 4-7, can't be 3-6. Can't be 2-5, so no, it is lower Sozu. West is their seat. It's once out. Don't think I can risk it. They could be playing for Toy Toy, could be playing for Yakuhai, could be playing just Tanyao. One piece safe if it's not Toy Toy. Okay, there's another West, so they can't be waiting on West without a Tonki. But even then, I'm still out, huh? Don't go to 4th if they sumo. I guess maybe I am supposed to push it just because dealing in direct doesn't put me into last. Them dealing is the best case scenario for me here.
ロン
Yes, best case scenario. Nice, not a Hanemon. I'm very happy with that. I think there was a couple hands that I played too much on the safe side. This is fine to fold. Yeah, that one looks fine. Did I have another play here?
1
I was scared of south, as I should have been. Cool. So it looks like I made the right play there. Maybe this reach should get called here. I'm hedging Cheetor and I didn't want to trust the 3P for the pots. This one's a little tougher. We do see 3 of the 2Ps, so for it to be a Ryoncon, you'd have to have the last 2P, and maybe that's enough information for me to trust 3P Suji. I think it's pretty reasonable to trust 3P Suji just because we see 3 2Ps. You'd have to have the last one for the Ryoncon Suji trap, and so then I just hedge Honey. I got lucky to draw back into it. And when do I decide to fold here?
Sumo.
He sumos before I get a chance, so I think that one was pretty reasonable. I mean, nah, it wasn't reasonable. I should cut 3P. 3P is a fine cut with all 3 of the 2Ps being out. If he has the last 2P in his Ryoncon Suji trap, he got me.
Sumo.
Okay. Then this hand.
1
Call Ricci. Forso is the right cut to continue Mawashi here. We have nothing else to play off of besides 7-so. And if we're cutting 7-so, we're full folding anyway. We should just cut 8-mon. So I think it's reasonable. This still does hedge a crappy Tenpai, albeit a Tenpai. Draw this, and then I think we just have to be out on 7-so or 5-mon. I think both of them are fairly reasonable. 7-so definitely looks more safe with 3 of the 6-sos being visible. But 7-so is closer to Dora, but they cut Adora, so I'm not really scared of Adora shape here with a Suji trap. I think that's still fine then. Read through 7-so, still have to cut it. 6-so is already safe. Yeah, I think this is a pretty reasonable fold. This hand I was hedging the Tenpai and then the game just ended. Yeah, okay. This one, it was crazy to me. I don't know why Toyman is pushing here. Is this just middleweight 6P, nothing else? Yeah. Why? Or were you hedging Honey? No. We're just playing for 1 Han and then we just kept calling.
Boom.
Like, the instant this green gets called here, we should just, like, be out. I don't know why we cheat this one, so... Because if this person here wins the Mongon, they can still fight me for 3rd. But if they deal in here, like, the chance of them coming 4th is so high. I really hate them pushing here. It's annoying that I'm the only one not Tenpai. At least, like, Kamicha here, they're incentivized to push because the last dealer all last. Or not all last, but last dealer and they get a repeat off of it. But I don't know why Toyman pushes so much here. That's a weird one. This looks like a reasonable fold. Is there anything better? could potentially trust the 9 Sotogawa. But I think it's close enough to the Ricci tile that we can't, and it's next to Dora as well. It's unlikely they have more than 1 Dora, and that means they would have dropped the perfect Ishan 10 early and not used 2 Dora. So it seems unlikely that they would have kept to a 6-9 weight here, instead of taking like a Dora weight on Shabo. Especially when they have it Suji trapped. What happened to the 5 so? They drop perfect Ishan 10 for the Ryoncon, and they fill the Ryoncon? Yeah. Okay. Why did this person shove 7 so? I guess granted they don't have anything else safe, but like I would almost guarantee that 1P doesn't deal in here on the 1 chance. Yeah, I don't know why they dealt in here. That's what out of them.
Home. Kang.
This one's an interesting one too.
Kang.
The question is, should I have dropped 8 mon at all? They cut 7 mon very early. They 9 mon to Dashi. They already have the Anko here? No. But they wanted to use it. They should cut East here. This is just bad. I don't know why they cut 9 mon. They could cut East anyway right after, and they would have had a 7-8-9 here if they had just kept it. And yeah, we don't get to use 2 Dora, but like, bro, who cares? Like it's South 3, you're just, or no, it's South 4. They'd be white, Dora 1 then. No, I guess it is more reasonable. They want to pawn Dora to play for Mongon. They could also cheat Toy or Toy Toy, but then they pawn the white, which I think is the right play. Because even if they can't get a Mongon, they can still play for second here. That one's a little bit closer, I guess. I guess it is more reasonable when they just draw the 3rd Dora here. It's like, oh, okay.
Home.
Pawn 8 so, because they already have enough to play for first. Wait, why did they con then? Is it just that way they didn't have to pawn the white?
Kang.
Yeah, because they were perfect Ishan 10,
Kang.
and then they make 10 pi off the Rinshan. Okay, they're an idiot. Right? Oh no, they were in Fur 10. Why did they not keep this? Oh no, they have to pawn the white. Because they don't have... Okay, this is terrible. Yeah, this is stupid of them. This is really stupid. Jesus Christ. Okay, I need to keep track of this person for tomorrow. Holy shit, this is stupid. Yeah, this is beyond stupid. Like, just cut white here. Why do we need white when we already have the Mongon of Tanya Dora 3 to play for first? Like, we already won. No matter if we sumo, no matter if we Ron, it doesn't matter. So Merlin is just a bad player. Noted.
Kang.
And they just happened to make Tenpai on the white. If we deal in here, we can't come forth. Yeah, I don't know why they made that play. Because whether they're white or Tanya, they have the Mongon anyway, and they only need a Mongon, right? Or am I miscounting this? Oh no, because we're 500 apart. Okay, it's slightly more reasonable, I guess, but like... I don't know. Because they're 8,400 off. So they should just pass up Ron and play for the Sumo Tanya? Or try to direct hit? So the question is, should we want to push, I guess? Do we want to shove this 6 mon? I think we should. Unless we want to play for Tanyao, in which case 8-9 pin's not bad, 1-7 pin's already out. We have a head, and we're overblocked. So it's 5 mon acceptance versus 7p acceptance. But if we draw 7p, we complete a shape, whereas if we draw 5 mon, we don't. I think I'm probably just supposed to throw back 6 mon here, and if I cut a9p later, then so be it. That means I'm just praying to extend this, and if I don't extend this, then I'm screwed. But we do know all 8 mons are now out, and we see Su 7 mons, and we'd be in Furton for the 8 mon as well. So I think 6 mon is just the right cut here then. Because their starting hand had 1 white, they cut the 9. Yeah, literally when they draw the second white, they're just like, no, I'm just gonna reject this. It's like, yeah, I guess if you want to play for Mongon Plus, but it's like, you can't come first without a direct hit on first place, or Hanemon, which is so unlikely with the current hand that we're looking at right now. You would have to play for like, Toy Toy White Dora 3 is the only option, and like, there's just no way. It seems so insane if they're trying to play for that. Like, playing for Hanemon there is crazy. Yeah, they threw pretty hard here by not just taking the Tanya.
Dong. Dong.
I was very lucky that with 2 cons, that they only flipped 1 Uradora to not overtake me. Yeah, but I probably should be more willing to push there, and I think I need to cut 6 mon if I'm going to push. Because if I deal into 8,000, I don't care anyway, so they have to have a Hanemon. But I know that they have to play for a Hanemon to overtake, and they con Dora. But where else would they get value besides Tanya? It'd have to be Toy Toy then. That's an interesting take. Okay, you're gonna see this later, but I'll type it to you. That's interesting. I'm not sure. I think there's a couple spots in this whole last hand that I would be interested in hearing from a better player than me. I think 6 mon is the right cut here because we see 2 7 mons and a 4 8's already, and we're Furton on the 8. And I just take the back.